À. Okay, we back.
Okay.
I could stop thinking about her all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it?
She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She'd just discovered Zachary's dead body and was all she could. I tried to tell her, don't be sorry. She said,
How?
What's on the telly
I
tonight?
can promise you that.
And her son Patrick is just as bad. Look at Rose. He has no respect. Praying girls like that.
Uh-huh. Command, we have some weird noises. I'll have a look around. Come on.
Tell me.
Không được vào đây. Oh no. Okay.
so soon. Just a bit steep, I suppose.
I saw her rearranging the photos in the sitting room, hiding Madam in the back, and moving Montgomery to the front. She's not right in her head. Why would she do that? He died almost 50 years ago. Thank God Madam Carlyle is still alive.
But he was such a gentleman. Gave you his coat and all. Rosie, you need to
Missing
forget about
poison.
Patrick. No good's gonna come of it.
The poison à?
Own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time, I think.
Headache from all the decisions. I mean, travel, stroller.
Đây rồi. Phòng thay đồ. Này đồ mà không có cái lấy một cái bộ quần áo nào cho người ta thay à? Đây rồi, phòng thay đồ. Oh no. À, tìm cái để phá khóa, con mẹ ơi. Có cách rồi. Cho thầy vào đây kiểm tra này.
Oh no, I have to, but I need to not mistake.
Okay, I'm just pretending to look like I have the faintest idea of what I'm doing. You need to be on.
Bà này thì sẽ phát hiện mình. Hả? À, ông kia là ông thám tử. Rồi. Bắt được ông rồi. Chạy đâu? Anh đi tới đâu xe em theo tới đó.
I'm worried about your mental health, Emma. But sorry, I'm having too much fun enjoying the circus.
Ủa nè. Ơ kìa.
Gregory Carlisle?
Quite the detective. Well done. Tell me what else that mastermind of yours has figured out.
I would rather know if your shocking behaviour serves other, more sinister purposes than self-amusement.
Intriguing. Go on.
Blusterous personas like yours often reveal a deep and festering boredom, sometimes resulting in risky behaviour, private challenges, murder, perhaps.
I like you. Cheek.
Listen, Gregory. Something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh dear God, not this again.
Shit,
So I
nó
got
không uống mà
hold
nó
of the
ăn.
officer. He
Tìm
says
phương
it
án
was
khác vậy.
finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll
Uống
sort
đi.
itself out.
Mẹ ơi, uống đi. Cái thằng này. Không sao, tìm cách khác.
Hey, what are you? Odd resemblance to Madame Carlyle's daughter-in-law.
Dinner bell. Bà cho chỉ có tìm phòng nhà bếp thôi. Thành ra nó gửi.
Oh, stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Come here, the flame. Show up. She's not fit to be in charge anymore.
What a marriage. Splendid dynamics between the two. Loaded with conflict, unsaid fears and desires. I could just stare all day.
Quá lộ liễu để ra tay.
That would mean... Nah, too early to conclude.
No power, no portrait.
Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photos to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect.
You strike me as independent and self-sufficient. Taking a break where the family might see you. Perhaps you're also perceptive. Tell me the first odd thing that comes to mind when you think of the last 24 hours.
Let me think.
First thing, don't think.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I left 20 quid in my locker, but when I came in this morning, it was only a $5.
No, not perceptive at all.
At all. British.
Muddy prints from high heels. Expensive. Size 6.
Cửa kính chắc chắn nó sẽ nhìn thấy rồi. Không thể động thủ ở đây được. Sao đây lại có cái hầm này nhỉ?
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Talk to the butler. Giờ chẳng có sợ cái gì cả. Đi lại tự do thôi.
So,
Quản gia.
now, a good idea. Yes.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm ready to see the crime scene.
Very well, Mr. Whitman. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with
good,
me
man.
if they seem affected
Looking
by
good.
the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Okay.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him.
Tipping what up?
Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Điều tra. Không là thì có gì? Ooh, I'm good looking, huh?
Sir?
Oh,
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night.
shopping.
Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Tôi còn nó đi shopping cơ mà, làm gì có chuyện chết được. Thư tuyệt mệnh à?
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
I am haunted by horrible past choice and their all-consuming consequence. Alexa with the wrath keeping me afloat. Without her I cannot go on. Goodbye. Tại sao? Why? Cuốn sách bị rơi xuống. What? Oh!
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Khóa ở bên trong, nó sẽ đi bằng đường này. Vậy là nó đi bằng hung thủ giết bằng đường này.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Khóa bên trong tức là thằng
I
này.
believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mình đi lại tự do mà. Từ đã, tầm nhìn. Cái giọng ông quản gia. Mr. Butler, I got something to tell you. Stop running.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Mr.
Did
Fernsby.
you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. A list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47.
Was and fellow resident of. No, she was found dead in his bed this morning. Sáng nay mới biết là chết. Mặc dù có một cái thư tuyệt mệnh mở cửa khóa từ bên trong. Alexa. được cho rằng là đã bị giết chứ còn là.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Question suspect and set location of interest.
No need to panic.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr.
Patrick Carlisle,
Don't worry about me.
can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Son. Mình ngờ là hung thủ giết thằng này và có Rosie, mình ở Rosie. Creepy as hell. Friendly could have done. Được, tôi sẽ đi hỏi đi Rosie. Where's Rosie? I can't subdue this guy. It's not right.
So I think, yeah, what you said.
Sorry.
Who's Rosie? Tell me.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having...
Hỏi mấy ông bà này đã.
How tall are you? You could be a model, you know.
Right.
I'm serious. I have a friend who's a model. She says that's the sweet.
You should come and stay in my place.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
Currently busy.
Rebecca Carla, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort overstaying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon.
Oh.
And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Youngest tribe is em út. Patrick disappeared after dinner last night. Both Edward and Gregory went to a local pub after drink at the Mason. Emma acted strange. Mr. Fernby, không lẽ ông Fernby đấy à?
Bill, did you find out that the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen?
Okay, I'll ask this guy.
Emmer Carlisle,
Emma.
can you tell me where you were yesterday?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Con nuôi. Madame Callister. Often migraine. Edward and Gregory had drink.
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Tao có kết luận rồi, thằng còn ra.
Mr. Fernsby?
Bà ấy sai mày làm.
You have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlisle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Còn ai được nữa nhỉ? Thì còn ai nữa?
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take things more seriously.
What are you going on about now?
This whole situation isn't normal.
How do you think it affected him? We must be so
Đâu phải là thám tử đâu.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlisle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
What? Okay, I'll do it myself. Okay, I'll do it myself.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Không mở cửa được. Phải vào phòng một thằng kia chết.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Old man. Question suspect.
Aaron Ford Jr. calling from Morgan, Yates & Cohn. I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5.
That is Alexa Carlisle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
She seems to be under the impression that something is afoot with the Carlisle mandates in the media branch. Something not explicable by your death.
Clever girl, Rebecca. Such a shame with all the idealism, though. She could have gone far.
Do I tell her off?
You can't deter her, Fernsby. When she smells a good story, there is no stopping her. No, I will have to address the whole family now.
Very well, madam.
Shit.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Conference call. The bedroom is with Rebecca staying. Notebook scan.
Hello, sir.
But now the rest will have to wait. First, Zachary's sudden death is a great tragedy, but also a great inconvenience, as it happened just now. I'm dealing with the situation in a discreet and efficient way, and over there, go.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Right, let's get started. I want to keep this short. I know you have a lot of questions. Some I will answer now. The rest will have to wait. First, Zachary's sudden death is a great tragedy, but also a great inconvenience, as it happened just now. I'm dealing with the situation in a discreet and efficient way. Secondly, no one.
Oh, how can I break through it? Shit.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him.
Alexa and Zachary.
The plot thickens. A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Giày và dấu chân tìm của Emma. Emma là người giết à? Còn đâu nữa không? Zachary rồi. Emma, Gregory room. Ông già nào, ông già, quay lại đây.
Oh, come on. Pretty please? With sugar on top?
I should
Sorry,
get
but I
back
think
to you.
I...
Right, yeah.
Mother, I want to know what is going on.
Not now, Rebecca. I thought I made that clear.
Yes, now. Something's really wrong. I started digging and I can see that a lot of our mandates are false. Financial decisions were voted
Where's the old man?
Rebecca, and then you give me that
Ông già ở đâu rồi?
contingency measure. I doubt you'll need it.
Looking good today, sir.
Yeah. So far so good. Ông già chết tiệt, chạy đâu rồi?
Patrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
The bodyguard Rebecca Fernby. Rebecca Fernby. Give a token for the mutant Fitzpatrick Bank. Have the grant access to deposit box. All right. Media range of the current holding. Nó hiện lên một số lượng di chuyển không xác thực, cái quỹ và cái gì đó.
Oh, hi Martin, Rebecca here. I need you to dig up the contract we have with the law firm Morgan, Yates and Co.
No, I think they revoked the unanimous vote on prolonging the lease for the New York branch.
Không quản gia đâu
They
rồi.
can't do that. That's why.
Không quản gia đâu rồi. Lúc cần tìm không thấy đâu. Đây rồi. Chạy đâu đây? À.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
But not yet,
When you do.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Đây có một vụ giết người. Ai đó?
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Không còn tí bài chuột nào.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were
Oh,
unhappy with
Rosie đây rồi.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Tội phạm rồi. Thằng này nói thật.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time, I think.
Fake funeral tomorrow.
Woman, Emma.
Zachary found dead
She's
upstairs
threatened half
today.
the
Death is
staff.
everywhere.
Things will have to change.
I never thought of it that way. Oh, God.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on
Cái bà này
about
nhiều
how
chuyện đấy
things
nhở?
will
Người
change
ta nói
once
chuyện.
she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Thành ra ta hỏi nốt. Tránh.
How are things coming along outside? Will everything be ready for the funeral event tomorrow?
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
I would say so, Mr. Fernsby. As long as the birds don't make too much of a mess. May I add, that the undertaker, Mr. Parsons, is not happy about putting on a pretend funeral. He's worried about it.
Chết tiệt. Mình cần vào cái phòng của ông này. Phòng nhỏ nhỏ này không có lối vào, chỉ có đúng một lối vào thôi. Hỏi mấy người này xem. Không có gì để hỏi cả.
Too big for my taste.
What is it now?
Elaine said she saw her on the top floor, stroking the door to Alexa's office. I kid you not.
She can't wait to get her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
Không ai nói chuyện vậy hả? Tell me something. Come on.
How are things? Coming along inside. Is everything ready for tomorrow?
What? Sitting room.
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now. I know I have to, but...
Edward note the eulogy. Writing phrase. Edward Callister. The handwriting. The non-magic nét chữ không rồng vẽ. Jackie Sanders tức là bỏ thằng Edward này đi. Ok.
Yeah, gotta go. Sorry, I'll stop calling you.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He would never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk.
Rebecca?
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Thằng ngoại phạm, ba ngoại phạm. Còn 2 thằng. Ôi, còn một cái vườn ở ngoài kia nữa kìa. notice. What? Sure footprint find matching the print on the oh Emma hoặc Gregory ở đây.
Stand up, please. Hey. Maybe I should ask her out. Get to know her in a personal way.
You could try. Rosie told me Rebecca has a really cool saying, though.
Have you ever heard of knocking? Well, you need to leave.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things will be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over.
I said that it's crazy.
Còn phòng này là phòng của ông quản gia thôi.
I was just, I don't know, thinking about Zachary. He spent most of his life in here with these plants. Not much of a life.
Đợi nó ra ngoài xong mình làm nó luôn.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled,
Độc
47.
của Hoa.
Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
During the shoot to grab Rebecca's attention. I had planned to offer her comfort, but
Emma với thủ phạm.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
The death must be died. Must be dead.
Looking good, looking good.
Âm thanh tuyệt hảo. Đồ họa thì tuyệt vời rồi.
All right there.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step
Hello,
inside.
sir.
I can't forget his eyes. So swollen.
I'm sorry. Wrong place.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
That's her. Find the case file.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt.
Sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
How can I do that?
I need some privacy. Thank you.
I received the vault token for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she will be in trouble if she knows?
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all. You faced great obstacles too, I know. We will persevere. It is my duty to make that happen.
Hi.
Oh, Zachary. At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlyle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone. I doubt our big brother could have botched it up any worse than I have, even if he'd tried.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Where the hell is he? Gotta find him.
I used that way to kill you.
Got a possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over. Get ready to get friendly with the round of all of them. How are you?
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
What? No way. No! Hitman 3.